Happy Wednesday, y'all. So, welcome to another day of November vlogs. It is November 4th, so obviously day 4 of the vlogs, and it's a little bit after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't really done much today. I worked a little bit on Fairy Circle, which I'll show you in a second, and other than that, I did a couple cleaning things around the apartment, and I sat down to ply for a little bit. So I don't think it's going to focus. Well, there it is. It's kind of trying to focus. There we go. So you can see I have gotten past the orange. So let me do this. If we look through the whorl at the top of it, you can see where the orange was, and I've added more after that. So I've gone through a couple different color changes actually. But yeah, it's the plying is coming out pretty well. I'm definitely thinking that I'm gonna get a fingering or sport weight once it's washed, because it'll puff up a little bit. And that's how we're doing on the entire spindle. So you can see the yarn has come down quite a bit on it, but I'm almost done. So I plied while I watched a few floss tube videos, and there are my bobbins on the Lazy Kate. So I'm almost there. We can see, oops, sorry for the shaking. We're starting to see this bobbin, so that's exciting. I might have more left over on this one, but I have this left over from another ply, so I might just ply it with this, whatever is left over. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't decided on that yet, but that's where I am on plying. So I'm gonna move this and bring in Fairy Circle. Whoops. Yeah, so this is where I am on Fairy Circle right now. I really haven't done much. I filled in this darker green here, and did all of that. And then now I've barely started on another color, so this green right here got filled in, and it's the same color here. There's a good bit of this green like down in this area. And then there's another color that I need. The only color that I don't own for this project is already starting to come up, so I'll be making a Michael's order soon, or stopping by the shop, I'm not quite sure. But this is what I'm going to work on today. It's Wednesday, and I had said in a previous vlog that Wednesdays were going to be for my focus on a finished project, but I took yesterday entirely to spin, so I'm just going to work on this today, and Positivity Rules will come back out this weekend. So yeah. Alright, I am going to stitch for a little bit, and I'll check in later. Okay, and here we are. It is right at 9:30 p.m. and this is where I got to for at least the day of, on this vlog as far as it's concerned. Funny, I was gonna like try to finish. There's a triangle that gets filled in right there to mirror this one, and I was so focused on trying to finish that I didn't skip a space there. So yeah, that's how I knew it was time to film this clip, because now I've got to frog that. So it's fine. I added, okay, so let's talk about this color, and I don't know if that's just the way that it plays with the rest of these colors. Or if that's actually how it shows up in real life. Hold please. No, it's a little bit more vibrant in real life. This color here. So the called for was 38.25, and I totally forgot to grab my DMC thread card with all of the DMC colors on it. I, I started off saying like, but why would you change any? Like, just get the colors that she charted because they're amazing. No need to change them. But I wanted to start filling in, like this color is all right here. You can see it goes around these boxes. And then I started it a little down here. And I just wanted to go ahead and be filling in the pattern. So I just said, you know what? Let's see if I have a color that's kind of close. And it's a little bit darker. Um, Not darker, maybe just a little more muted. I don't know. Like I said, I forgot to grab the color card. Um, but anyway, I changed 3825 to 402. And honestly, you're not going to know except for the fact that I'm going to tell you. So I think it's going to be just fine. So that's where we're at right now. I might get a little bit more done on this tonight, but we'll see just how much it is. I totally forgot to look at my number on Pattern Keeper and I'm on my tablet, so I can't tell you. But I know maybe I'm close to 800 stitches now, I think. The last time I looked, I was at 750 for the day. So, I've done a good bit on this today, y'all. The stitches add up so quickly on these patterns. I just love them. I also hit 20% on this pattern now. I'm past it, but that's exciting. So I have a fifth of it completed. So here's this edge over here. And of course, all this under the needle minder is also filled. And there's a little bit down here, but not that much. So yeah, that is Fairy Circle. Tomorrow I am going to I keep wanting to say spin, as in the wheel, but it's not a wheel. I'm gonna do my random name picker again tomorrow and see what the next project is gonna be. Yeah, yeah, to work on tomorrow. So we shall see. I I'm a little over halfway, or I'm past halfway on the 3,000 stitches that I need to do for this word for the full coverage fanatics challenge. Anyway, I can't think right now, y'all. So let me find where we're starting at. Hold please. I didn't do that at first. Okay, so let's go back to our friends here on YouTube. I've got a lot to update y'all on. So I think last time we stopped here with reading and stitching. So oops. Okay, so I of course watched my girl Michelle Bendy, and Jan Hicks Creates is another great one. And on on quite a few of these, you'll notice that like there are bits that I don't watch. I don't watch people's haul sections because I don't need the enabling right now. I really need to not be spending. So that's usually what that is. That's where they were like, okay, I'm done with the crafting and here's the haul. And so generally I will stop watching. I've been doing that for a while now and I'm not mad about it. It also saves a few minutes so that I can start a new floss tube video. So, you know, whatever works. Yeah, so Jan Hicks Creates, Sunshine Stitchers, always a laugh with them. Oh my gosh. I love them so much. This one was hilarious. Shout out to EJ for talking like Batman for a good bit of that. That was hilarious. Shady Tree Stitchers with Lisa. And did I guess I watched Flossabilities. I think I'd already watched this, so I'm not sure why it's in the list again, but anyway. Chelsea Makes with Chelsea from the Legacy Knits podcast. I will link, sorry for the shaking, y'all. I have it partially leaning against my body. I will link to Chelsea's Instagram, her Chelsea Makes Instagram, because that one you don't have, or not her Instagram. I will link to her Patreon for Chelsea Makes, because that is how you get access to the Chelsea Makes videos. You have to be part of her Patreon. That's also how you get access to her Instagram account. But I will also link the Legacy Knits podcast. That is a knitting one that she does with her mom, Sue. Um, yeah, so I'll link both of those. And Legacy Knits is like public, so there's that. Then I watched Ellie of Skein Knits. And whoops, coming out of focus here. I watched, whoops, try not to click on people either. I watched Grace from Babbles Traveling Yarns. That's been fun. I love that she's still, or maybe that was still October when that one happened. Anyway, she's been doing some vlogs lately. And then, oh my goodness, y'all, Caroline from Dunder Knit is back. It was just fabulous. Chatting with her again, highly recommend her channel. She's amazing. And she is doing the Blame Dunder Knit along again this year. So basically, you start things selfishly for yourselves, things that you just want to start for you just because you want to do them. And you can totally blame it on Caroline for, I mean, because Caroline said, let's host this Cal and do all the things for you. And so, like, blame her, put the blame on her. It's fine. Do what you want. So I loved Underknit so much. I watched Shiloh from X Stitch MD and Caddy Jack's Knits, which I showed a little bit of that yesterday while I was spinning. Sammy J Stitches, of course. Aussie Stitcher Belinda, that was fabulous to get to watch her again. This one I had already watched. I hadn't cleared out my watch later list yet, but I don't know if I had actually mentioned it or not. So, Stitching the High Notes, Joanna. I seriously, y'all, if you need some calm and just, yeah, just calm and like comforting, hanging out with a friend, a lot of these people are that, but I love Joanna's videos. Highly recommend. Um, Tess from Tess Stitches. And then so I haven't actually started watching Sambry Stitches just yet. But so she recently had a 1 year floss tube anniversary. Congrats. That's so exciting. So I have her floss tube to like start watching some episodes, but I went ahead and watched this interview with the floss tuber that she did because if you recognize, she interviewed Alma from Alma's Little Wonders. So, yeah, there was that. That was really fun to watch. And then Garrett, Coffee Stitcher, Becky Sorensen from, I don't know if, anyway, I don't know if it's the name of her design business or if she's still calling the podcast this necessarily, but Soprano Knits, you might recognize that name. Yeah, oh my gosh. I have loved, she did, the last video that I watched from her was a hiking video that she did by herself in Germany. And yeah, just, y'all, I love it. Um, this one was really fun too because it's just like all the clips and then she did a voiceover. So that was actually kind of cool to see that done. This afternoon in the kitchen was another one from Chelsea Makes, so you can't watch that if you're not on her Patreon. And then I hung out with Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts, of course. And then I went on a music binge, so there's that. Donald Glover / Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, D Smoke. Highly recommend. D Smoke is very much bilingual. He speaks Spanish. Yeah, Mr. Wives, totally recommend. Some Young the Giant. Oh, look, and then we're back to crafting. So I watched Kim Hollenbeck. Okay, I'm sorry that this keeps like shaking and not focusing, but as always, everyone will be linked below. So, come on, tablet. You can do it. Hello. Kim Hollenbach, who is one of the admins for Full Coverage Fanatics. Always lovely to see her projects. And then, who's next? Yanni Stitcher. Oh my gosh, y'all, this piece she just finished is absolutely gorgeous. Um, Johnny also, she does Spanish and English videos, so that's nice. Okay, sorry, I gotta switch hands here. My left hand is real tired. I watched Noah Stitches. Oh my goodness, Erickson is getting so big, y'all. His new cat. Oh my goodness, I can't. Jin Lee, who is the creator, I suppose we could say, behind 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. And there's another marathon this weekend, the last one of 2020. So I'm looking forward to that. She had a lot of finishes that she showed in that one, so that was fun. And then Sarah from Our Stitching Kingdom. I don't know if y'all heard that vibration or not, but don't worry, it was my phone and not yours. Um, Helen from Giddy Knits. Love her. Highly recommend Kalisha from Quirky Monday Craftcast. Y'all, she is one of the first people, well, maybe not necessarily one of the first, but she's definitely one of the first that I found when I entered like the whole YouTube world of uh well, I started out with knitting podcast, but oh my gosh, y'all, I love her so much. So much. I can't go watch Kalisha. Just go watch her. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. I love her so much. And that was really, whoops, it's going to reload. And that was really fun to watch her today too. She talked about some dolls that she made for a friend's kids, and it was just really sweet. And then she also has a new design that will be out soon, and she designs both knitting and crochet wise, so totally check her out. I need that new crochet pattern for sure. And then I watched a Lollipop Stitches, and oh, I forgot her name already. Carrie, I think, from 8-Bit Stitch. As you can see, it's floss tube number 2. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. She has 15 whips, and she's like, oh my gosh, how do I have 15 whips? I have so many. And I just, girl, I wish I could get back to 15. But I love her projects, so that is great to watch as well. And I mean, she pretty much just started her floss tube. She has a few like tutorial videos on there and explanation type things, but she's just started like the actual kind of floss tube showing projects thing. So that is nice. And then I watched Stitching Jewels. Oh my goodness, she got a new dog. Adorable. And then the last people that I have watched before filming this are, oh, that's a nice phone. Come back. Come back. Nope. Nope. Oh, you like this? Okay, can we just talk about this for a second? My mom is a paper crafter, and this is a page out of one of her planner's art journals. So, of course, I needed it because it has a butterfly on it, right? Like, of course. But I love this quote, and the quote is why it's on my lock screen, and it might not ever change. So it says, okay, well, the top bit says, I want to become a butterfly, and I'm going to by flying high. And then this part, which is really why it's on my lock screen, says, when she transformed into a butterfly, the caterpillars spoke not of her beauty, but of her weirdness. They wanted her to change back into what she always had been, but she had wings. And I love that. So yeah, that quote's always going to be there. Excuse my giant hand so I can unlock my phone. Yeah, so then the last video that I watched before this clip was 3 Ply Podcast. And this is Joyce, Angie, and Irene. And y'all, they're so entertaining. I hope that I get to meet them in real life one day. They're super fun to watch. Highly recommend. Um, their new sock pattern is actually called the Get Shorty socks, and it includes the strong heel. Yeah, I need to get that pattern and try it because they've been talking about the strong heel for a while, and I still haven't tried it out. So, yeah, that is who I have been watching today, or for the last couple of days, really. So I'm gonna pause for a second and show you one more thing before I end off the vlog for today. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show is that I started a Buy Me a Coffee page. I was very, I don't know, I don't have the right adjective, but there was a lot of inner turmoil happening on whether or not I was going to start this, or whether or not it would be anytime soon because I have had ideas to do Patreon, and then the YouTube join thing happened and all the things. So, yeah. And then, a lot of people were making Buy Me a Coffees this year, and yeah, there was a lot of inner turmoil happening about this. Just for multiple reasons. Yeah, so I have a page now, and as you can see, it's just buymeacoffee.com/Ladywing Designs. It'll always be in the description box now. Please do not feel like you have to donate anything. This is there. I know that I got an email a while ago, which is horrible because I don't think I ever responded. Sorry if that person does happen to be watching this. But yeah, and also I don't know if it was spam or not either, so there's that too. But I know that at some point someone asked me if I needed like a secretary or something, they wanted to support the channel somehow. So, um, for right now, this is how. You can see all the crafting things. I just popped this picture here because it was a nice one that I had on my laptop at the time. It's of different handspun that you guys got to see yesterday. You all, sorry. Yeah, so you can donate based on how much you want to support. So I have it set for each, hold on, where's my hands? Coffee. So I changed the wording up to buy me a pattern because I do not drink coffee. Whoops, that was my finger too close to the camera. Sorry, y'all. So I changed the wording to buy me a pattern. And yeah, so each one is $4. It's pretty straightforward. Pick how many patterns you want to support, multiply it by 4. That's how much money it'll tell you as you change the things up there. And then, yeah, my little blurb here. Pretty much, I am just, so the immediate thing that this is going to be for is to buy software to put back on, to get that on my laptop again. Um, yeah, so that is kind of the first thing it's going to be for, to film more crafty chats. Eventually, I'm going to do a few tutorials and different things. I have some ideas written down that I've had for a while. Creating patterns, cross stitch wise, I again would like to have some software for that. Um, on the knitting front, I like to have my patterns tech edited. That costs money. So, all of this, whatever you donate, if you donate, please do not feel obligated, y'all. This is just here if, like it says right here, any and all support is welcome. Like, you do not have to donate here for me to absolutely love you with all my heart and appreciate you for being here. So please do not feel, don't feel like you just have to donate something. But if you want to and you have the means to monetarily show your support. The link is down below and it will be in every video from now on. So there is that. Yeah, so there's that. And on that note, can we just talk about the fact that my little icon is a butterfly because I couldn't leave it as a coffee cup if I wasn't going to call it coffee, right? But yeah, so on that note, ending with this beautiful picture of handspun, I hope that everyone had a really great Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, and the other thing, because I totally forgot to show you on my phone, and I'm not gonna switch again. But tomorrow is Thursday, which is Insta Knit Night. Hashtag Insta, like the first part of Instagram. Knit and night, like nighttime. On Instagram. I will surely be putting something on the screen right now, and I will also link down below to the Instagram page that you can head to find out what the weekly topic is. So join us over there. Take a picture of your knitting or crafting, whatever your crochet, whatever you're doing for the night. Take a picture of it with your beverage if you have one or if you choose to, and maybe tag some people to play along, whatever you want. But definitely scroll through the hashtag. There are always a lot of us that join in and post. So, all right, y'all. I hope you had a great Whip Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.